Guys, what is going on? Dr. Schwartz here. Welcome back to another Gears 5 video. Today I'm going to be discussing tips and tricks for the pilot class in Horde and Escape for Gears 5. Let's get started here. So tip number 1, for Master Horde you want to stick to equipping a Mulcher, Trishot, and Salvo for equipable weapons for the Silverback. Though those will maximize your DPS really. In my opinion, I don't feel like the Scorcher is very effective, the Silverback Scorcher, because you end up, the range is too little and you end up burning the Silverback half the time, which is not good. So, and then the explosive Buzzkill is okay for low level pilot, but the Mulcher and Trishot are so much better and stronger. And the Cryo has a similar problem. The freezing speed isn't very fast. It's not fast enough to justify running it, and just the other weapons are more viable on the higher difficulties to have a freezing, or to have a healing Trishot or a bleeding Mulcher or a Salvo, Silverback Salvo that extends the ult duration. So yeah, just for Master Horde I suggest sticking to the Mulcher, the Trishot, or the Salvo as equipable weapons for the Silverback. Just the Cryo, the Buzzkill, and the Scorcher just don't put out anywhere near the same DPS. So tip number two, when you're running aggressive armor, when you're running the aggressive armor skill card in Horde, and you intend to die for more Dropshot ammo, you must take damage and lose the Stim. Otherwise the pilot won't be able to kill themselves with instant grenades for ammo. This has been a bug that's been in the game for many operations. The card does say that dealing any amount of damage to enemies grants 6 HP Stim. However, damaging yourself with Stim doesn't take it off for some reason. So you need either an enemy to take the Stim off first, or just to go out and die to get more ammo. So just be wary of that. Actually, since I discovered that bug, I don't run the card anymore because this is too inconvenient to try to lose the Stim every time. Tip number 3, just in case you're running healing explosives, which is a card I like to run, throwing frags at your feet will not damage you if you intend to die for more ammo. Since they're explosives, they will heal you. Once you get a weapons locker, use incendiary grenades to kill yourself for more ammo, or let an enemy on the field kill you when there's a few enemies remaining. Instant grenades are the way to go. Frag grenades can be a little buggy. Sometimes one grenade falls through the floor. Instant grenades pretty much are fail proof and helping you kill yourself and get more ammo. Tip number 4, hammer and cold finish are awesome skill cards. They help neutralize bosses by stunning them with drop shot hits, and then finishes them off with the freeze damage from cold finish. One thing a lot of people don't know about cold finish or anything frozen in this game is when you freeze an enemy, it takes 3 times more damage from all sources: ballistic, melee, explosive. So once it's frozen, it makes basically the enemy can't move, and it's much more easier to kill or finish off that way. So almost a card, pretty much a mandatory card for the pilot. I think it's just too good of a card to not run, in my opinion. Very useful to run cold finish, especially takes care of the bosses. You very easily get like an enforcer hit or two on like a matriarch or a Wakatu right before, when it's low health, and it'll freeze in place. Tip number 5, Dropshot Scions spawn on the Imago and Leech enemy set, so between waves 2 and 7 on regular Horde. If you pull this enemy set, be sure to mark drop shots so the pilot can put them in their locker. So if you're playing regular Horde or Horde Frenzy and you see Imagos and Leeches spawn, you'll know that you'll get Dropshot Scions soon. Once the pilot gets a locker, try to help him out and load the drop shots on the locker for them. Tip 6, don't be hesitant to use the Silverback as an emergency if things get hairy in your match. Really useful in earlier waves. Of course you can play the pilot without running any Silverback cards, but I like to at least have a bleeding Mulcher or a Trishot or something. Things do get crazy in the earlier waves. You know, you don't have the base built, so using that ultimate is really great. Silverback Salvo also great because it extends your ultimate for every hit you get too. So you can make sure that you can be in your Silverback and being helpful to your team that way. Tip number 7, watch out for Sires. They can snatch you out of the back of the Silverback when they lunge at you. Yeah, Sires are crazy. Bosses and Sires are not your friend. They can instantly immobilize you. And tip number 8, rear armor gives you 60% damage resistance from behind from all sources. It even doubles as additional venom resistance and escape, where the class is even more tanky. Very useful in certain Horde setups too, where you are doing like a speedrun setup, like All Father's Arena. It's kind of good. or maps where like the team kit is able to get shot from behind. Really useful to run that card too. Really good in escape though. It give you extra damage resistance. You can survive in the venom for longer, and that with paired with the stim, pretty much near invincible for the most part. Tip number 9, final tip: when utilizing the Salvo card with the Silverback, make sure to try to hit multiple enemies with a single rocket. This will maximize the ultimate duration, giving you the most utility out of the card. So try to aim at a group of enemies. The Salvo will extend the duration by 1.35 seconds for every enemy you hit. So I think the ultimate lasts like 40 seconds or 35 seconds or something. And then with this card, if you get enough hits, you can get that to a minute and a half up to, or even more. Another thing that's useful is that if you have a tactician running resupply amplifier, the salvos also resupply as well. So the explosive ammo in the Silverback is also being resupplied in the circle. So that can even make the duration multiple ways or a really, really long time. So great to run for that situation. And that is pretty much all the tips and tricks for Pilot. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. Leave any comments below, and yeah, you guys have a good one.